Producer extraordinaire.
We're live.
Are we live?
We're live.
Oh, hey!
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a
sit here and talk
Raquel
all day.
moment. That's a Raquel moment right there. But anyways, hi everyone. Hello. Welcome to Raquel Flores Connection Corner. Thank you so much for being here on a wonderful afternoon on Saturday. Saturday. There we go.
Saturday.
We've had, if you followed us, along the whole day, we've had quite a fantastic morning and afternoon. Very busy, but that's how we handle it with the hounds. You know, that's how we do it. That's how we roll. We get work done. We inject the fun, and then we get to relax afterwards, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
With the what? What you got?
Hold
in
on.
your hand?
I'm relaxing now.
So anyhow, I want to welcome you guys. We have a special edition of Raki's Corner today, and we really have no agenda. We are just free flowing it. This is just the way it is. We are winding down after a full week of fantastic content creation, business creation, and just fantabulousness.
Collaboration, girl.
Yes.
Big key. And
Bonding.
and
building.
but that was kind of like the
Team
thing that.
building.
Oh, I just kicked the thing. I just hurt my toe. What I was gonna say is the whole idea of LinkedIn, the fact that we've got a foreigner from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
We got a foreigner from Turkey in our house. That I thought it would be kind of neat for us to discuss that, because I think one of the biggest challenges and why Social Saturday exists is because people are trying to find, I think what we found a lightning in the bottle. Let's just call it for what it is, you guys. So, but let's do introductions, because we do have a new person in our group that I may or may not have introduced us, and she's like, oh my God, what did I just get myself into?
She was just lumped in here and thrown in here, y'all.
That's the way to do it. Cannonball.
Yeah.
Don't ease into this.
I
No.
convinced her that there's going to be wine served, and then she's like, I'm here, and what's going on? Why is this a setup? What's going on?
Yes. Well, prior to doing that, do we want to roll the intro?
I think we should roll. We
Yeah?
shall roll the intro.
And let us know, audience, audio fine. Y'all can hear us fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so we can double check.
Hey y'all, welcome to my corner. This is your girl Raquel, aka Raki. Step into our world of connections, where I'm a proud Hounds of Business Pack leader, which is a community of entrepreneurs committed to sharing positivity, growing together, and never forgetting to inject some fun. Get to know amazing people in this safe space, so come and join me in my connection corner.
Hey. Now I can jam with you.
Oh,
And I'm having coffee. Okay. I'm just disclaimer. It's right here.
There's no
Coffee.
Baileys in it or anything. No.
Mm.
That's what Sia thinks milk. It's
Mhm.
not milk. It's just because it's white does not qualify.
I don't understand why it's not milk.
Oh my goodness. So yes, let's go ahead around the sofa. I was going to say around the table, but let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. We have one new face for sure. But we always like to know who's talking, because we're going to deliver a lot of valuable information today. So I definitely don't want the audience to miss out. So we'll start at that corner.
Oh, with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Well, if you already don't know, I'm Mike Ashabraner, and I'm the guy who incidentally founded the Hounds of Business, and surrounded by all these awesome people. And that's why we do what we do. And as you can tell, I'm a much better coach than I do things myself, because look, she crushes me on my own show, which is the whole point of pushing people up. So there you have it.
All right. Well, welcome, Mr. Alpha. We love you. We adore you. And I'm always honored to have you here.
I did the applause.
Oh, and I was talking over the applause. I apologize.
That's okay.
All hail Mike Ashabraner.
All hail. Wait, all
sweet
hail.
Jesus. It's getting deep in here.
And next, Madame.
Hi, I'm Jody Lamb. I was introduced to the Hounds of Business through Mr. Ashabraner here, 6 months ago, maybe? God, time's flying.
Right at that, yeah.
Yeah, I had been on LinkedIn for about 6 months before that, spinning my wheels, struggling to make connections with real people, and found you and your just network of amazing professionals. They all are supportive of each other. We work well with each other, supporting business efforts, individual efforts, and on very personal levels. So thank you for bringing us all together. And thank you, Raquel, for having us on the Connection Corner with you today.
I love it. It's an honor to have you, Jody. You know, you're,
I was going to say, well, Mike introduced me to you two
Yes.
back in November, December. And then Sia introduced me to Tina just
Yes.
last month. So we keep growing. The connections keep growing and networking continues to flourish.
Okay, I have to do something productive. You can leave it in between you two. Just remember to talk into it when you're
Well, I thought it would
talking.
be easier to grab the mic instead of grab her head,
Well,
because that would probably be rude and move her head. Right? And by the way, when I always say that even a blind squirrel catch a nut every now and then, that's what I mean. Like, I didn't know I was gonna meet y'all. I just got lucky, and then I just started introducing people, and look what happened, man. It's like a wildfire. So
no,
it's
100%.
awesome.
The only reason why I say like don't keep sliding it over it because you're now covering her face.
Okay,
from
you're
her
good.
angle.
All right, there you go. Pay attention, or it's gonna get real
Actually,
up here.
you can move it slightly to the left. You can move it slightly to the left, Mike, or right. You're right.
Our
Right. Okay, and
producer.
stop right there. One more time. Slide it. One more time. Slide it there. Perfect. And then, if I can ask you a huge favor, because this is live, because it makes me happy, would you mind taking that camera and moving it just slightly towards us a little bit? Yeah, it's like
my God.
it's so uneven. I don't know how we got uneven, but just have it slightly turn towards me.
Yeah.
There. Just a little bit more, turn it towards me.
Teeny, weeny, weeny.
One more time. One more time. Perfect, done.
May, you missed.
Yeah.
Like, you should have brought that microphone. See ya.
I know.
Jeez.
Okay, look, people, I am functioning off like 3 hours of sleep, so I am not at my like best asbestos.
Yeah,
I'm not my asbestos right now, okay?
No, asbestos is-
So
But anyhow, we just got so far off track. I'm so sorry. But yes, so Jody, we got introduced. By the way, everybody really has gotten introduced through Mike. Ashabraner, that's why I said he is like the LinkedIn guru king of networking and building communities. Therefore, I'm just so blessed that we actually got to meet and we have nurtured this relationship turned friendship. You know that it's coming to bigger projects. So many different things are stemming from that are just super amazing. So as we go down the line, as the days progress, we're going to talk a little bit more about those. But before I move on and along, who is our next guest? Ta-da!
Hello.
You can speak closer.
So I'm Tina O'Banion. I have known Sia for about 5 years now, and I love her energy and networking and wanted to do my own podcast at some time. But things got busy when I started my own company. I'm a retired corporate CFO. And I started my company called TFO Solutions, where I help entrepreneurs see their vision come to life through a financial lens. And so we do everything from the back office to the boardroom. And I've been networking and staying connected for many, many years before I started my own company. And I found that those connections have helped me get referrals and thrive in my own business. And this year has been a year of intentional friendships and intentional networking. And I have enjoyed the ride. And I think it's been such a whirlwind of developing really solid relationships. So it's
Yes.
nice to meet
Yes,
you.
nice to meet
Sia, thank you
you.
for having me, Jody, here, and Mike.
Yeah, 3 days.
It's
3 days.
Three whole
Yeah.
days. Yeah, yes.
Jeez,
It's
good
been
times.
great. It's a good times.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get to know you guys better. And thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here and giving us your time and your willingness to actually embrace this community. And like you said, I think you nailed it right there when you said that intentional friendships. That if they transgress to being businessy, hey, amen. Like welcome. But it starts with actually the meaning of what are we doing on LinkedIn and why are we networking? Why are we doing this? But before I get heavy and deep in thought and in the concept, do you want to introduce yourself, madame?
do I really need to? I
oh, excuse me.
mean,
She's just Sia.
I mean,
Sia.
Brand
one and only.
who not know who I am?
First name only.
Why you
Buffy,
know?
Buffy.
Oh, actually, Do I have dandruff? No, anyway. No, I'm Sia, and I'm the founder of Brilliant Bee Media. In collaboration with Raquel, I produce her show. I produce Mike's Hounds of Business show, Jody Lamb Soon to Come show. But also, I am a huge advocate of all ships rise with the tide, which everyone on the Hounds knows. Speaking of which, we got Dina and Nicole and the He's and Susanna and the He's all Hound members, of which you guys stick around. We'll be talking about you in a few minutes. It was my full intention when I launched my business this year that I wanted to really put money where my mouth is when it comes to collaboration, because networking is one thing. And then there's one thing to be like, ooh, I like your post, smile and nod. And then there's, no, I really like you. And there's business to be had. Let's figure out a way to do business together, or maybe refer you to other people where I know you'll be in good hands. And this right here, this little 5 group right you see here is literally the core foundational movement of what things have coming together, largely because Jody has a gap and need, and we're gonna fill it. And that doesn't sound right, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord, okay.
And that's
all
my
right.
cue to go back to production.
A for effort.
So, as this is our own producer extraordinaire, as I love to call her, Sia has been super instrumental in everything she touches is just magic, turns to gold. All the productions out of Brilliant Bee Media are just super amazing, and I just love how to see the progression of her business, the growth, and all the different individuals who are reaching out because they see what she's able to accomplish. So please, with all of us in the audience, use this opportunity to just connect with individuals in the audience. Reach out to any one of us. We're always networking. We're always connecting with folks who are like-minded, who have the same intentions, who will lead with the heart and lead with kindness. At the end of the day, we are kind-hearted individuals. As Sia always says, rising with the tide. All boats rise with the tide, right? And that's what we're really about. Our cross collaborations are nurturing and engaging, but with the purpose of doing business, creating opportunities for financial growth, right? As we have individuals here in that sector, and individuals who are out there really being change makers. So definitely, you are in the right group if you're looking for a community to do that. You've come home. So, having said that, that was a moment.
Was that
a monologue?
That was
Welcome to Jody's world.
That was
Welcome home.
wait, I gotta do birds chirping. That was like a bonding. You guys like that? Mike is like, what the hell is that crap?
We're too far.
Every
removed.
time you do that, I'm like, what is it? Like,
Sia is dangerous with that soundboard, right?
It is fun. It is too much fun.
Okay, well, before we get deep into the conversation, I really do want to take some time to shout out some individuals who are in the comments. And like I said, again, please network, just like reach out to one another. That's why I created this safe space for y'all to just connect, talk amongst yourselves, see if there's a cross collaboration or something that can stem out from the relationships, or the actual connection itself. And just like, you see the magic over here, we're IRL, but this wouldn't have happened if we hadn't connected on literally the biggest professional social media platform in the world. So we're 800 million, right? I think that's what it is, right?
yes, ma'am.
But it's a shame that literally not that many people use it to their advantage. LinkedIn is such a powerful platform, has so many different tools, and LinkedIn should pay me for this. I'm over here like vouching for them.
It's underutilized.
LinkedIn, hello. But no, it's one of those things that creators, right? They're encouraging creators to go out there and branch out. And whether you're on LinkedIn for selling a product or hiring, looking for a job, or just creating content to build your personal brand, or you were forced to get a profile in your college class, who knows? But be intentional. That is really one of the main messages that I have today. But anyways, go to the comments really quick. No, go to the comments.
There have been. I am been.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's like, get on with the messaging of people want to get their promo.
I'm so sorry. Well, shout out to all the hounds. All right. We love you guys. Thank you for always showing up for us. and being so supportive and engaging and nurturing. Nicole, Dina, Susanna, Leslie, like everybody's just showing up.
Mary,
Paul, thank you
Paul.
so much. You're like,
Robert,
he's
an
everywhere.
honorary thing.
Yeah.
We've been
Robert.
streaming since 9 a.m.
Oh my God.
And they're still here. They spent their
Yes.
whole Saturday with us, man. It's kudos.
I think we need to
It's
start
cool
paying
points.
these people. You guys are too
For real.
kind.
Kofi, thank you so much for the opportunity earlier to join your audio room. Trevor, thank you so much for the Hotness and Leisure, where these individuals are featured and other hounds as well. And Stephanie, like I could go on and on naming everybody. Brian, Lauren, like everyone in the hounds. Mary Baker, thank you so much for just being amazing and supportive of everybody's journey. And this is what it is about. Dr. Constance Leland. Oh my gosh, like I could go on and on and on
And
naming
There's
everyone.
a new name too. Leslie, is that your name? And oh my gosh, I apologize. Nui Sagbo. I'm gonna guess how to pronounce her name. Beautiful. And then, you know what's funny is she's doing laughter. She's probably laughing at us pronouncing her name in advance, right?
Butchering it.
Leslie
Steve,
Nidick was in the audience earlier
Yes.
with
Oh,
Michael Gale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Michael. Gale.
Janice.
Yes.
Stick
Janice.
around, my love.
Janice.
Janice, stick around.
Stick around, please, Janice. Robert, Mr. Barry, thank you so much for showing up. Stephen Ng, thank you,
Always.
love. You are just so awesome. Like you are, we're gonna have to make you an honorary hounds or something
Yeah.
because you're everywhere with us, and I appreciate that. I'm going down the comments, by the way, because I don't want to miss anybody. It's one of those chilled back, relaxed shows today that I'm able to highlight everyone. So I love that. But anyways, anybody have any interjecting right now?
If there's anyone that's new that you don't know, if you don't know like 5 names in there, that means you're relatively new to the crew. By all means, add your LinkedIn link. I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that? Like
I'm okay with that. Yes.
Just don't be like harassing anyone, but gently leave your thingy, and then maybe just like 5 words to describe who you are, not what you do necessarily, but who you are, because we're really all about. If we like you, we'll connect with you. We don't care what you do for a living.
And it should be in your tagline. It should already be there.
Yeah,
It
it
should
should already
be.
be there. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, it should be on the headline. Also, really quick before we get into the conversation more, if anybody's looking for employment, anybody's looking for a job opportunity, feel free to post it. But like I said, don't like overtake and don't start spammy stuff. We
Do
don't
not
like.
pitch, slap.
Yeah, it's just
We don't
like
like that.
How do you
Halloween.
really feel about
right?
that, Sia?
Take one.
How do you tell us how you feel about that?
I'll tell you what I think. What I
Slappy.
really think.
So tell me what you think.
Tell me
Would
what
you
you
really,
want.
really think?
I wanna.
See it. It's just like Halloween. Take
Oh,
one means
wrong
take
one.
one. Right? Just,
How do you feel about that, Miss
I don't
Sia?
know. I'm like failing. I really need to like get the marker. Well,
let's
what-
move.
what's happening is this on hey, full disclosure, my mixer, there's sunlight going right on it, and then you can't see the different colors, so I don't remember.
They're all white. Now.
They're all white right now.
Yes.
Okay, that is all. Okay, let's move.
Okay, so
Should
the
we start?
conversation of today,
Okay.
right? It's all about networking, collaboration, building a community, and how important that is for actually nurturing relationships, right? And we have a prime examples in what we're going to show today, and we're going to go into detail of every person. But before we do that, I want to ask each and every one of you, what does community? Why did you just get so cute?
Did you just hiccup?
Hiccup
Like a
is
baby.
so
Oh my God.
cute.
Her
Like a
hiccups
baby
are the
kitty.
cutest hiccups. The things you discover when you meet someone in real life. That's the funny part. Like literally, we're in the backyard because Raquel was live on Trevor's show, and we didn't want to interrupt because we were apparently noisy. And all of a sudden, I just hear, "Hey!" And I'm like, "What the hell is that sound?" "Hey!" And I'm like, Mike, is there a dog? Wait, "Hey!" It's her hiccuping. I'm like, "Oh my God, dude!"
It's a
Okay.
baby
I
kitty.
get hiccups that either last for half an hour or just one pops out to say hello. I think I was just wanted to say hello.
Okay, well, that was a cute hello. Okay.
That was super cute.
That was very cute. So, it's just the special bonds and relationships that can form. What does building community, what does networking and actually what does that mean to you? I'm going to go down the line and then we can talk about that.
Oh, we're gonna start with me.
Yes, sir. You're the only gentleman
Hi,
here.
yours actually a relevant
Man.
question.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's real simple. It's pushing people up, and we talked about it today on Kofi's audio, right? It's sorting. Like, think of it this way: just go out there like a game of ping pong, right? if you hit the ball to somebody and just bounces off their chest and they look at you stupid, that's the LinkedIn equivalent of saying hi and then you get that stupid thumbs up emoji. You know what I'm talking about. What you do is just move on, right? You don't get mad at it. You don't blame yourself. Think you sucked. You said the wrong thing. Just move on. You just keep hitting the ball as many times a day as you can, doing nice things, selfless things, and then pay attention when good people reciprocate. Somebody wants to play ping pong. Guess what? The ball will come back over the net. And you keep doing this back and forth and ride it. And sometimes pointing no fingers, sometimes it takes a couple months for that game to really catch on. So I want you to go out there, have experimental attitude. Don't internalize it. Don't judge people. Don't beat yourself up. Go out there and have fun. Because you can talk to 1,000 people, man. Even if you're really bad. I mean, even if you're me, for example, good things can happen. All right. So go out there, make friends, be good. Don't be so daggum serious, man.
Daggum.
Oh,
Daggum.
Daggum. Wrong show.
Sip. When he says daggum, you sip. Welcome to the
Playful-
tradition.
Take a
There we
sip.
go. Take a sip.
Play-
Welcome to the tradition.
Playfulness and curiosity. Just keep those two in under your cap, and good things will happen. Give us some time.
Okay. Very wonderful insight and valuable, Mr. Leader Alpha.
You think I
male.
wrote that on my hand or something? That was
I-
wow. Y'all rubbing off
wow.
on me. It's Jody. That's what it
Is that what it is?
Hang around smart people. Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Jody Lamb extraordinaire. What does networking mean to you?
Excuse me.
Up
got
to
it.
the mic.
I'm like
Remember-
falling
I know,
into the
right?
couch here. Let me sit forward for a bit. Community and networking has meant something totally different since I've met the Hounds of Business community. And that's what the community is, are the people that you want to spend time with rather than the people that you have to work with or that you have to, become the family. I'm Mike. I have the two mics again.
the two food bowls.
Well, I figured by the way, whatever direction you turn in, you're going to pick up someone's mic. So
I
let's go with
appreciate that.
Yeah, you're
But
welcome.
I think the biggest thing that I've recognized in the last 6 months is the people that we choose to work with are the people that we find ourselves enjoying spending time with. The people want to work with real people, and I think we've lost that in a community and in a world where everything is turned virtual, and you don't get to work side by side with people the way we used to. And for me, this has been my way to connect with people in a virtual environment. And bonus when they all come to your home and spend time with you. This is when community becomes family. And that's what this group has really felt like to me. But really, it becomes about understanding the people behind their message and understanding their message to a better degree so that you can help support them and they support you, because we all want to see each other succeed. And you understand to a greater degree because you get to know people better. It's not superficial. So that's what this community's meant for me.
Wow.
Thank you.
You did rub off on me.
Yeah.
That was thank you, man.
Wow,
My
that
pleasure.
that was very just eloquent
Yeah.
and poetic to say the least, Jody. So I'm hoping the audience will also chime in the comments to what networking means for you, what community building means for you, and really these relationships or professional that can turn into friendships, like long lasting friendships. So now, Miss Tina, what would you say that means for you?
Oh my goodness. So many years of networking and developing strong relationships is in Dallas. I moved up here 20 years ago. I didn't know a single soul. I had a baby, and then I went back to school, but I didn't know the business in Dallas. So networking for me was to be able to explore what Dallas had to offer, right? Being new, I know that you guys are new to Dallas. And so understanding how the city works and clicks and all that. So you got to meet people, but finding genuine people that you can call up on the phone and say, hey, see, I've got this issue. What the heck? To talk about. I do know that I have been networking for a long time, and I think Dallas is an area that you can, pretty much network 7 days a week, 24/7, right? It's like everyone's asking, like, what is the group that I should go to? Well, I've downsized the number of groups that I'm a member of or go to because I find certain ones that are like my people, right? And finding my people and finding people that say, oh my gosh, Tina, you're here. It's so good to see you. How things going, et cetera. Because we can't always connect with them on a daily. And I think one of the things that was an eye opener for me last year was I was standing in this networking group and I was talking to this lady. She looked familiar, but not so much. But turns out we actually had lunch 2 years prior. And it wasn't until I got her business card and that we started really talking a little bit more deeply that we realized that we had gone to lunch, taken the effort to go to lunch. We had a lot in common. And it was a year and a half later that we actually met again.
Wow.
And it was like, wow.
Wow.
I mean, oh my gosh, mind blown. Why did that
Mhm.
relationship, when we took the time to go to lunch, we took the time to get to know each other for lunch, and it just never went anywhere from there. So it was like this intentional thing for me this
Mhm.
year is about making sure that the relationships that I've created this year are meaningful
Yeah.
and not just a number of business cards that you collect
Right.
and people that you connect
Mhm.
with. Is like, it is deep, intentional relationships. Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's me and you, wasn't it?
Does it make sense? Of
Same thing.
course it makes sense, because that's what really brought us together.
Right.
That being intentional and actually nurturing and following through on the things that we talked about, right? Him being here from all the way from Kentucky.
Turkey.
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 From his shade in Turkey.
Turkey.
To here in Dallas, it's just, to me, it's such a beautiful and magical moment, because we're seeing the evolution of this relationship that is going to turn into, projects and businesses and all these different opportunities that are going to open the door for so many of people in the community. So yeah, this is what it really means to me. The value that we each, even though we're from different industries, different expertises, different walks of life and experiences, at the end of the day, what unites us is that wanting to belong to something greater than us. It sounds like a cult, but it's not. We're leading with the heart and kindness, and for lack of better words. So yeah. Anyways, does that make sense? Did that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, totally. What I love is what Paul and I kept the highlight up there for you guys that can't see it, which is he says relationship capital is better and greater than financial capital.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. That's
Your
how
network is your network. Is that what it is?
Yeah, your network is your net worth.
Well, because you could lose money, but that's how you build it in the first place, right? Like,
Because
it's one thing to have money, and it's another thing to be able to make it over. I've known people who had $1 million businesses, for some reason sold it, quit, and then they built a bigger one, right?
Mhm.
Like, so that's the resource that makes it possible. You just have to put in the work. So absolutely. Like, I always tell people, I was like, look, man, I don't care if you sell golf balls, like, we're in. Like, I just like who you are, and I know you're going to figure something out. I want to be there when you do it, right?
Right.
So you just have to get good at sorting, testing people and sorting. We'll talk about it later.
No, that's really good that you mentioned that, because Leslie actually says it's knowing people who they are and not what you can get from them.
Yes.
Can we talk about that?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Genuine. It's being genuine to who you are and what you stand for, and being able to connect on a way that is not so uptight and fiction.
Authentic.
Authentic.
Yeah,
authentic.
that word has been thrown out like for the last, I don't know, like months, and everybody's talking about authenticity and showing up as your authentic self. What exactly is that? What do y'all think?
That's showing up for a podcast with no makeup on, no heads up as to what we're going to be talking about. This is us. We're real. I mean, we're not trying to be something that we're not. And so just being authentic, being who we are, and getting to know each other, and then understanding what we do. And I think that's where collaborations naturally will happen. When you understand the person and the mission, to be able to support that and find ways to, help them succeed. I think that is how we work together, and we can succeed well.
Yeah.
And being vulnerable.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not perfect. Oh my gosh.
God. Really?
Oh my God. That was frightening you too.
Wait,
I'm
what?
so not perfect.
That was a little weird, and I'm so glad I documented that. That is good. That was good.
So, mixed producer extraordinaire, what is community for you? What does that mean for you? I will. Your insights are filled with so much wisdom. I definitely.
Well, I'm still on pitch slap. So community is you don't pitch slap people, okay? And when I say that, my word of the day is pitch slap. Do not do it. No, when you want to be part of a community, you want to build a community, it's about, what do you call it, Mike? The kindergartner like
skills.
playground
Kindergarten
skills. Like it is really genuinely being there for someone, right? And it's that genuine wanting and desire to be part of a community, not just, again, what you can get out of it. Like, so, we do a lot of introductions to each other, and nothing disappoints me more than if I introduce someone to someone and then that individual pitch slaps the person I just introduced them to. And I actually had a good discussion with Mike on that the other day. I go, dude, your person pitch slapped me. He's like, what? I go, just heads up. I may or may not be responsive to that individual. And he was just like, okay. And it's good to know. And sometimes it's education. Sometimes people don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing, because we do have a lot of international people on LinkedIn.
Yes.
And by the way, I want to add Dean LeBay, shout out.
Hi, Dean.
He says LinkedIn allows everyone a seat at the table. Speak up, because no one is coming to tell your story.
Can we clap to that?
Oh, by the way, I call it potty training. I know it's probably got to be a better, but yeah, I wasn't potty trained. I spent years pitch slapping because I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
So you have to have compassion. And again, if you're gentle and you try to tell somebody and they reject it, run like the Dickens, right? That's an old. So you have to look it up.
It went over my
My
head.
grandmother
So,
used to say
yeah,
that.
see?
Like a Dickens.
But seriously, I mean, we don't just kumbaya all around here. We help each other with our strengths and weaknesses. And sometimes it's harder, but I'm glad that they say, hey, you're doing this because this is keeping you from your bigger mission, right? And just as she has said, vulnerability, big time.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
how many times do you want to tell somebody I don't feel good or this is going on, but you don't because you're afraid they'll associate that with weakness and get rid of you in business. Come on,
I hate
that
that.
happens.
Oh,
Too much.
Right?
that
Yeah.
hurts
too
me.
much.
That hurts. Actually, that hurts.
Yeah, it needs to change, and we're calling it out. We don't play
Yeah.
that, man. We've had a lot of stuff going on in our lives, and it's actually strengthened and made things better. And we just need to call out and say it.
Aw.
So
You see, you feel that love. You feel that love. You feel.
Can you
Yes,
feel?
knock
yes.
off the fake
love
machismo. It's
tonight?
really at costing you money. There you go.
Yeah, and so all this, the point that we're driving or that we're getting to, and it's just getting the different views on what community means for everybody, right? And to every single individual, it might mean something else. To whatever you're longing for, whatever you're looking for, as long as you're leading with the right intent and the right purpose, the rest will come. I know, alluding to the pitch slapping, like, don't do it. Don't really do it. That's just so not cool. And you have the opportunity to actually turn off a potential person who could serve you so much and do so much for you by just approaching that way. So just don't do it. Play it safe and don't do it.
And if you don't know
agree.
how to do that, contact this guy.
She read my mind. I was like, hire me.
There
That's
we
what
I was
go.
going to say,
That's-
seriously,
I-
for those of us who don't know what we're doing on LinkedIn, that was me struggling before we found each
Yeah.
other.
And-
And just the guidance on how to
It's true.
navigate social media marketing and networking. These are skills that they didn't teach us in school. Like, these are things that, we're learning in the hard way. And thankfully there's people like you that have
Have
shared
screwed it
your
up.
knowledge, shared their knowledge from their opportunities past made, so that you help others.
I seriously screwed it up more than anybody. So that's a kind of like, oh, I'm embarrassed. No, dude. Honestly, there's nothing you can say or do that I haven't done worse. So yeah, thank you for that.
I mean, it's scary to be on LinkedIn. I
Yeah.
mean, social media marketing and networks and industries that haven't embraced social media, it's a little
Intimidating.
frightening, intimidating to step out there. Hello, structured settlements. But I think just being able to do it in a way that's authentic to who we are individually, authentic to who we are individually and professionally, I think just makes us different. It differentiates us from our competition. It differentiates us from the people that we choose to work with, because I think we are able to select based on the people that we enjoy working with.
I'm so glad that you brought that up, Jody, just because it boils down to that, right? if you are pitch slapping and you go straight to the business, then I'm really not going to want to do business with you. Like you're just going to turn me off. And that's the beauty of this community, that we actually do cross pollinate and cultivate that collaborative spirit. And what best to even start, like depicting that, but in all the different individuals who have, they're authors in our community. And for example, I know we have a concoction and collection of individuals in the community that I really wanted to take time and highlight. So if y'all allow me, I will highlight my friend, because I do call her my friend. She's been an amazing and instrumental part in my life since I met her. She's been an angel. And I highlighted her earlier on Trevor's show because she has been such, I can't even put it into words, such an inspiration in my life and wanting to help me beat anxiety, get over the stress that we face on a daily basis. So, Stephanie D'Alfonso, you are a guardian angel. I love you. Thank you so much for what you give to the world. Thank you so much for what you do for me and others in the community, and how much you just give of yourself. So, for anyone who doesn't know who Stephanie D'Alfonso is, she is the queen of beating anxiety. Okay. This is her book. She has also courses on Maven. You can go to her profile, but she's an amazing individual who has helped so many beat their daily stressors, their anxiety, by just unlocking different little, just techniques, right, that you can apply on a daily basis. So she's part of our community. So get her book. Okay. Goodbye Anxiety, Hello Freedom. All right. And just who else has a book that we can talk about?
I was just going to say, is earlier today on replay? Can they catch Stephanie's session with us for
Of
like
course.
a quick meditation? Like,
Yes.
Whose profile?
earlier today, it
Mine.
was streamed on Raquel's profile. A 5-10 minute, just relaxing, calming. I forget what she officially named it, but it was very peaceful. I'd say check her out.
So full disclosure, we're also on YouTube. So Raquel has her own YouTube channel. So does Mike on Hounds of Business. And both of their shows are always live streamed on Brilliant Beam Media's YouTube channel. And I actually did on my own personal Facebook channel. And of course, you can always find on LinkedIn on the company pages. So if you haven't kindly liked, subscribed, kindly do so either on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube.
And if you don't know how to do all that, contact Brilliant Beam Media. My God, it's starting to sound like a giant
Shameless plug.
commercial. No, this isn't shameless plug at all. But
Shame-
seriously,
shame
this
plug.
is me. I don't know how to do all the things and stuff.
Well, no, yeah, it is not, and then there's nothing to be ashamed of that, or there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I don't think people fully understand like what like and subscribe means,
No.
or follow
Mhm.
means, or ring the bell means, and that is where I think some days that it does help to do like for lack of a better term, like a webinar presentation of this is a banner, and that's what we call a banner, and this is your profile picture, and you can put video on there, and this is your tag. I mean, I think there are some folks that do need it. There's a lot of folks who don't even, like my driver today, didn't think about LinkedIn at all. He goes, isn't that a job posting site? And I'm like,
Oh,
See?
oh,
Look at
people
that.
looking for work,
2007.
right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yeah.
But when you get on here and you realize it's so
Right.
much more, that's
Mhm.
where amazing things can happen. This is a bank, this has been amazing. So
It really is. And honestly, God, like it really is much more than that. You get individuals who are just become creators and they blossom on this platform. Other individuals who we want to highlight with the books. Mike, who do you got there?
Oh, was it
You
my
know,
turn?
well, I don't know. I'm just choosing you right now because I
Oh.
see you.
Hey, so before this, because we all know me and this lady's dynamic, Gail Sigalakis, I actually did it right. The Affirming Way. Check out her profile. She's really a fairly new pack member, wonderful lady, and she's just, she is very youthful, and she's had 40 years in teaching and education.
My goodness.
And now she is
Crazy.
coaching. She's a published author. Her book is amazing.
what's the
I've
book
got-
again?
Gail Sigalakis.
I know.
And it's the affirming way of life. Right? See the good, speak the good, spread the good.
Wow.
Wow.
No, here's what got me, because I mean, I've got 800 books I'm supposed to read, right? So
Yeah.
how
Hey.
the hell do you figure out what you're going to do
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
based on the person, right? And you're talking about a sponge, and you were talking about somebody who didn't know tag, right? Didn't know basics. But
Oh,
boy,
you were a little baby bear when like little baby.
Yeah.
You were a baby beetle like when I met you.
oh my gosh. But yeah, but I had a coach. I had someone's people. But anyway,
You had some ones.
yeah. Hey,
You had peoples.
check out, and we will definitely be having her on different shows soon. She's been on the Hounds a few times. And again, tremendous courage. She's never done it, and it was amazing. So let me get to the lady who kind of made me look good.
Hey.
So we all know, well, hopefully we all know. All right, Lachelle Atkins, America's Supermom. Long story short, but this is
Still applauding. And done.
Okay.
They can't hear my soundboard.
Oh, she got her soundboard colors back. It's not all white. You're good now?
Well, it's
Sweet.
ish. It's ish.
Okay. So, all right. So everybody knows, or if you don't know, I got bullied on live stream like what 11 months or 13 months ago. I come to Sia and I was like, I'm leaving. So Sia, I crawled under her wing and she just closed it. Right.
Here, baby.
She put me on hers, made me look really good. That's when I realized it was the host that made people look good, not you. And then the second one I got to go on, I believe it was the second one. Nope, third one. Benita Lee, right? But then Supermom. Right. So this was funny. I was driving around going to Atlanta, the home of Supermom, and didn't know anything. I forgot I was supposed to be on the show. I had people. So I was in McDonald's parking lot. Ronald McDonald and Grimace and friends were trying to kick me out of the parking lot. So while I'm on the show,
Oh
right?
my God.
And so I actually dropped that. I was like, I gotta go now. So anyway, this lady, oh my gosh, man, I couldn't have had a better advocate. We just laughed, hysterically laughed, like we had a room full of laughing gas, right? I'm not even sure we got anything. I don't know if I made sense, but it didn't matter. This was the only, we're all 10 or 15 people. Not only did they reach out to me, but she made an intention to tell and connect us in a group message and say, hey, talk. So head and shoulders beyond belief. I never felt more comfortable. It really put me on this trajectory. So that's why I wanted to promote her book. All right, because it's not just a book. This is somebody who's lived it, and every single moment of her life is spent to helping people unlock that, go to the next level, and stop being beat down. And without getting into it, I honestly, our society is downright down, man. People are down on you. Am I supposed to move again?
Lean in because you're getting to a good point, but you're like this way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a windsock.
Yeah, kind
It's
of.
windy in here. All right, but
Kinda.
we do. We have destructive tendencies in society, negative people, or it just stinks. And so she's put her experiences, her past, and present, and then you see glimpses of where she's going to go into a very short book. It's got very not a whole lot. There's a whole lot of meat in a few words. That's what I like.
She's a mother of 15 people.
that's
She's
what I was
learned to
gonna
be
say.
succinct.
That's a football team, man. That's what.
15.
She's her
15.
title is American Supermom.
Oh
So she
my
has
gosh.
15 children, y'all.
Dude.
I have 2, and I'm going crazy. Okay.
Right, me too.
I'm like, how's she do it? What's her
Dude.
secret? It's all in that book.
And she's got energy.
God.
Oh.
Can we talk about that? She's also reverse aging somehow. Have you seen her today?
She is.
Yeah, Lachelle, you look young. You look like a good 10, 15 years younger than you do in these pictures. Girl, you look
Backwards.
good.
She's
Legit.
But
She had a good
seriously,
time.
can I borrow this book tonight? Because I feel like I need to
Yeah,
read it.
for sure.
It's a workbook. It's not just a book.
Yeah,
it's
it's got
a
lines in it.
workbook. And,
I don't
and-
have
get
my
it too.
glasses
all
on. I can't
right.
see anything.
So I know we can't take the whole time, but I could.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: everything this lady does ties together somehow. Like she'll be on audio. She does tons of Zooms. If you're not in her things, most of them are just fun, and you don't realize you're learning. And she also can she'll tackle a tough issue, and her ability to bring people around her who are also willing to possibly get in trouble sometimes by tackling hard issues is amazing. She's basically a piece of iron wrapped in cotton, man. She really is.
That's
right?
authenticity, powerful vulnerability.
Absolutely.
Wrapped up in one.
All right. So if I had
Wow.
to gush
Go
anymore,
Wow.
Yay!
Go
There
out
you go. Give
there,
me 5, girl.
the
Give me 5.
7
There we
steps
go.
to
Yeah.
living mask free. All right, mask free, and that's what it is. I had a mask on for 40 years, and when I took it off, look what's happening. Get the book.
Yes, yes, and and you're supporting so many different causes. Each individual author, they also have their own things that they devote their. It's like service, right? We're always paying it forward. So, Lachelle, big ups to you. You're amazing. You're doing so many wonderful things out there in the world for people, for kids. for adults, for moms,
Everybody.
everyone. So applaud you,
Amazing.
commend you. Thank you so much. My gosh, this beautiful souls being highlighted, and I love all of that. Miss Producer, do you have one? Somebody else? No.
I'll go.
Wait,
I'll go.
I'm trying to
I-
read comments
I
and
found
stuff,
my,
but
I
Oh,
found
okay.
my glasses, so
Okay,
I can
well-
now read again.
Jody, who do you have? No.
I'm going to probably mispronounce this, but Lucia Cantor Centimore. I don't say it
Centimore.
as amazing as your beautiful accent, darling. Actually, I found her book, The Forces of Good, and I'm going to pause there for a minute. Oh, you just gave it away.
Oh no, I'm
the
so
superpower
sorry.
of everyday negotiation. I was just going to ask, like when you think of negotiation, you think of pretty academic conversations, right? You're learning how to get something for some, give, take. There was never another, she was the first female author to discuss negotiations in text. And she does it in a way that is interesting and exciting and compelling. Like you relate to that. I mean, as women, I think, underestimate our ability to find our voice and find our power, but our superpowers can be in everyday negotiations. So the book did a really good job of highlighting this for me, and bring it in a fun, entertaining way. But with 100% honesty, I didn't even realize that this was a book that you guys even promoted. Like before I found the Hounds of Business, I had found her. And then
Oh,
I think
wow.
I found you guys. I don't think it was
And
necessarily.
She's OG Hounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah.
Old school. Yes.
I'm so new here. I'm learning as I go. But I had her book before I realized who you guys were and the amazing community you have together. So that was the book I chose for today. And this is my
powerful.
book.
Yeah.
Right.
From super mom to superpower, right? And that's the beauty of it. It speaks to just the amount of talent and greatness that exists within this community. And with, if you're building your own community too, it's just individuals come because they are great in themselves and they just want to give out to the world. So
Can we just also just give a shout out to all the women out there?
oh my gosh, yes.
I feel like our powers have been underappreciated for so long that we're stepping out without our masks on and figuring out who we are as individuals and owning that. And it's exciting. It is
Yeah.
scary
It
to
is.
change. It is scary to try new things. And when you find people who are in that exact same situation, you can relate to that and you build a community on that and support that. This is great. This is how we grow. This is how we grow friendships and real
Yes.
relationships in a virtual area or a virtual, time of our lives that I've been missing. So
then
thank you all.
No, thank you. And this is how you end up in Jody's world,
Not
right?
undervalued by me, because if it wasn't for you all, I'd be homeless and unhappy. So
No, I'm wondering where our producer went, but I mean, I hear fiddling in the background there.
Coffee.
Oh,
or bubbles.
Bubbly. But yes, I was just like, wait, do I need to? I am tempted to go to the soundboard and just start fiddling with it, but then I probably will be, I don't know.
just chew it off.
No.
Do you need to go get the wine bottle opener?
Okay. So anyhow, guys, chime in the comments your favorite author, your favorite books from people who you are actually supporting on LinkedIn. I want to give an opportunity for individuals to actually shout out one of their, special or just creators, right? Authors on LinkedIn who are there. Share the love, spread the joy. This is a one thing. It's for all. This is why we're here, to grow and support one another, uplift one another. This is what it is about. Having said that, I really want to kind of digress from that and actually I have a surprise for an individual that I was on his show earlier, and I want to share that with you guys if y'all allow me.
Drum roll.
I wanted to share my experience with another individual whose book I just received, and I wanted to pretty much congratulate him on allowing me the opportunity to get to know him, and just the stellar story he has, and the brand that he has coming up, the products that he has coming up. And I just believe in the story. I believe in his heart. So I wanted to feature it. It's still sealed, y'all. I just literally got it. So this is going to be a first. I've never done like an unveiling on.
You never
like,
opened a package?
I've never
before?
opened a package
Oh my
here.
gosh!
Oh,
you
on
did that?
Amazon?
Oh.
What?
And now they can't open it.
Okay,
There
we're
you
not
go.
doing
Very
this
good.
right, Raquel. My kids will watch these sort of things on TikTok, and these content creators get a lot of money just to open packages. What are
Maybe I'm
we
doing
gotta
it
figure
wrong.
this out.
I should start doing
We need to turn this to a
opening
paid
books, opening
Books,
authors.
yes.
Do
Okay,
it.
y'all.
Do it.
Woo! Okay. Well,
Good job.
I do want to congratulate, like I said, this individual, and I'm thanking him for the opportunity to welcome me into his community, and pretty much it's like, we're welcoming each other to each other's community, and I look forward to working with you in the future, like seriously collaborating. So, without further ado, the author that I'm featuring this, I guess this week is. Ta-da! It's Kofi Dohaji's book. All right. So it's called
Right.
Unbroken Optimist. And man, his content is on fire. He's always being so optimistic. He always talks about motivation and just breaking the chains of that negative mindset that we have on a daily basis. He posts on a daily basis. His posts are very enriching. That's what I'm saying. Go follow him. Kofi Dohaji. I don't know if you guys can see the book, but here it is. Okay.
Hold on. Applause.
Can I read that tomorrow night? I'm gonna read this today. I'll do that tomorrow night.
Can you put your
So yeah, this is my first live unveiling.
Unveiling.
So
Yay, that's
congratulations to you, Kofi. You're the first one, and I adore everything that you're doing. Thank you so much again. And I know this book helps so many people. And you are, first of all, he is in the Army. He's a commander in the Army. Thank you for your service. You're giving back to your community so much and to this country, and also back home. You're amazing. And from Togo, your story is just. Oh Lord, I'm gonna start crying if I start talking about it. But with this book, he has a goal of in 2025 when his contract is over to have sold about 1 million copies. So and
Nice.
most of it is going to charity. So let's go,
Let's do
people.
it, guys.
I'm gonna put a link on this book, like I guess later after the show. That way you guys can support it. So anyways, Kofi, thank you so much. All right. So, yay!
Hey, by the way, met him today, right?
Yes.
On the audio because Raquel said, "Hey, you need to show up," so I did, and loved the guy in like 5 seconds. So that's as simple as that. I could have showed up and went, "Oh no," right, and just flushed the phone and moved on, right?
But that's the power of networking.
And it's not awkward. You know how you go face to face, you're like, "Oh crap!" Now it's like weird because I have to like.
Yeah,
Now you just push.
I had to smell your armpits. I understand that weird and awkwardness.
Welcome
What
to
you
Jody's world. When you show up, you get invited into a workout session
Yes.
and a
Oh, that's in your
podcast.
And a podcast.
Who am I?
Hey, I just want to add,
Right.
Paul Dutch added that Kofi also has a song called Outlier,
Yes.
which is fire, pure fire.
Yes, he
Got a
really
song.
does. He really does. Like I said, he does everything. Like
Wow.
Kofi is amazing, and everyone should connect with him. He just has a heart of like the size of Texas. It's just he's amazing. He's an amazing individual. So gosh, man, thank you so much. And see the audience also
Yeah.
knows. I know, Paul, you're such a huge part of this community, and it's just like the cross pollination of communities. And I'm just so in love with everyone, like, who's showing up. Morgan, that's a new name. Morgan Shelton.
Mm-hmm.
We remember names here, okay, guys? That's how you know you're in the right community, because we really know one another. If we haven't met in person yet, but at least we do coffee chats. We really comment and support one another's content. That's how close knit we are. And
For
it's
sure.
Just say connect.
So
Introduce yourself. Say
for
hello.
sure. So there's a new name
all
I've
of us.
never seen, Jim Curlin off YouTube. You know him?
Yes,
So
yes.
I just like this cliff dive off the plateau of your comfort zone.
Ooh.
I'm like, mic drop. I really enjoy that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Jim, nice to meet you, my friend. Because
Wow.
that really gave me a visual. I'm a visual person. So whenever I hear sayings, it kind of reminds me of like certain words and idioms, for example, that have sayings and whatnot, right?
Idioms.
Do you ever like wonder where words come from? Like, if you think of like, I don't know, cat on a hot tin roof. Like,
Wow.
let's think about that. Where does that come from?
Do you ever
Wow.
get to the point where you think about cat over and over again to the point you're like, am I spelling cat right?
Oh no.
Yes.
Today. Oh no. What was the word? What was the word that we were talking about?
C-A-T, that can't be right.
What was the word that we were talking about, Mike? That I'm like, this doesn't look right. Was it special?
Yeah,
SPE?
special. Yeah.
If you look at
And I'm like-
special enough, it's SPECIAL. It's like speakial.
Special. Yeah.
Special. It's
Oh,
like,
you're special.
I am.
I like what you did there.
I am.
Speaking of the comfort zone, Sia drove me out of mine with the pool, like the cold pool stuff.
Yes.
And
Oh my God.
peer
y'all.
pressure. I had to cave. But it's funny because you did it, Jody did it, and it was steady and
They were
good.
A
See,
dare.
I did
It's
it like a little baby, and then Sia trucks on in there like it's 100 degrees or something. But
And
yeah.
that was doing pirouettes in there.
You
Oh,
did Olympic
you
laps.
started swimming laps.
Yeah,
Like, oh, this
she did a
feels
lap.
great. I'm just sitting there going, like, I'm tolerating it.
I did not want to get my head wet.
Yeah.
I was okay up to my shoulders, but I was not
Oh my
going to
gosh.
submerge my head.
She's sitting there swimming and she goes, it's splashing my face, but she's laughing like she's still swimming. And I'm like, it's gonna splash your face is gonna be right there.
There's no comfort zone here. It's like,
There's zero comfort zone
it's
here.
not even close. Yeah.
So let's talk about those idioms
The
and
idioms. Yeah, so I've wondered that before, where these sayings, especially English being my second language that I'm learning, some of these like sayings to me, they were like, what do they mean? They didn't make any sense
don't.
whatsoever. So, but
one.
luckily, life has a funny way of putting people in our lives who happen to help us with that, don't they?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Legit.
If only there was a book we could
It's
read
you.
on
I don't know where
this.
you put it, girl. That's why I kept looking. I'm like, did she get the hint?
Did you hear Jody?
Nick, where
This-
are you?
This is so
We
smooth.
need your help.
We're so
Nick.
smooth. I know.
Nick, Smither,
Wait.
help us.
Wait. Hello. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. Wait.
You making
What? What is you?
that's why does he sound like Super Nanny?
What happens? What does?
Oh my
Let the
gosh.
hate mail come.
That was hilarious. No, you talk.
So I actually, this is actually perfect for me to talk about because I have sayings all the time that if I can destroy an idiom, I will. And so it was just really fortuitous for us to meet because I am a huge saying person. All ships rise with the tide. By the way, that's not the way it's supposed to be said, but that's how I remember it because short attention span. But yeah, no. So if anyone's really curious about turn of phrase, and if you are into content creation, if you are a creator and you speak a lot, let me tell you, you will capture imagination faster if someone can evoke thought or evoke a feeling for whatever it is that you are creating. So use these turn of phrases, you guys, because for those that are used to it, like you young whippersnapper, some people, certain demographic are going to like it, and others going to be like, what the hell are they talking about? Like, what language? But these are really cool. You get some high value out of this, and people think you're smarter.
And who is this, by the way?
We talked about this. Nick
Nick
Smithhurst.
It's from across the pond.
Smithhurst.
Nick Smithhurst.
He's a Mancunian.
I can't do the accent.
You can't do it. I can't do it, Captain. No, he's not Scottish. He's from Manchester.
Oh, you gotta get in trouble.
So I had those books in my bookshelf now for a few months. It's been a little crazy lately, but I haven't read them yet. Now I really want to read them
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Speaking of which, English band ride.
Huh.
Just saying, just throwing it up and out there. Love you guys. Come back to Dallas, please.
Hey, it sounds bad, but because of the format and what kind of book it is, it makes for good outhouse reading. It does.
Okay, please don't touch this book. This is hers.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
I said
please.
outhouse. She's got indoor
Outhouse.
plumbing. It's okay.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a true statement. That is a very true statement. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, it's almost like as if you would have TP'd the show by now, and I'm shocked, Mike.
Because I saw her
Wow.
angry face, like, don't do it. I picked it up and she was like, it's not over. I'm like, all right.
What? What did I didn't say anything.
What
Don't
happened?
Don't,
Don't make
put
me
that on
separate
me.
you two.
I had to be used or clean. I haven't figured it
So,
out.
but anyhow, I mean, thank you for that, Messia. Definitely always a good laugh. And for those who don't know Mr. Nick Smithhurst, follow him, give him a connect, send a connect request, but he'll make you laugh. He's hilarious. And his British accent is always a plus as well. So it's pleasant to hear. But anyhow, I have one last book that I wanted to. Please don't TP. Not yet. Towards the end, because you're famous for doing that, and you actually did it on a show once, first time, right?
You would think me doing it one time would be stupid. What's stupid is people like wanted me to do it again. So it's y'all's fault. Don't
It's a
encourage this
tradition.
behavior. No.
I mean, it's actually your brand.
Yes.
If you guys watch our personal branding, he's owning it. He's leaning into it. Like, and
Okay.
he uses it to wipe his nose. I'm like, what are you, an honorary Asian? Because us Asians, we use toilet paper for everything. So.
Yeah. See, the
Oh my
dog came
gosh.
in and like knocked my stuff off, and I was midstream talking, and I just took this and chucked it at the dog, and everybody's like, "Did that just happen?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, I just TP'd my own show."
Oh my
The
goodness.
rest was history.
Yes. Well, now you are supposed to be doing. I guess you have to do a one every show at every show that you go to. But anyhow, so I do have one last author that I wanted to highlight, and I'm a fan. I am like a fangirl. I had her in my show not too long ago, but this is her, Miss Dina Lefkowitz.
Dina.
Also
Dina,
OG Hounds.
Dina.
Yep.
OG. She's one of the original.
Is the real, like one of the real
Mhm.
OGs, and I mean that in the most admirable, respectful way possible. Dina, you are just amazing in what you do, and this is her book, by the way. It's beautiful. Like, I love her book and the color. It's Winning in Your Own Court: The 10 Laws for a Successful Career Without Burning Out or Selling Out. So
Wow.
she
No sellout.
yeah, I know, I know that. So, and, she was a lawyer for many years. But individuals usually get lost in that career. They get out of law school, but they're not given a roadmap as to what am I supposed to do now. They get burnt out quickly without direction, and she went through all of that, and she has all her techniques and tips that literally summarize like 40 years of experience, 30 through 40 years of experience in this book for individuals who are just getting out of the law, I guess, career. And she's so just amazing in what she does. She does coaching one-on-one, but her main staple is this at the moment. And she does speaking engagement, she does interviews, but she's just, her soul is what spoke to me. Just the person she is, so kind and giving of herself, and a huge integral part of this community of the hounds. And so, Dina, I just want to say I love you. I'll always fangirl. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's Dina. Oh my gosh, it's Dina.
Dina. Oh, wait. I want to do bird chirping. Wait, wrong one.
Birch.
No, that's I replaced the bird chirping with the quiz. The quiz. You don't hear it, but it's a quiz button.
She hears everything in there.
I know, we're like,
So let's celebrate.
Everyone else hears it, but you guys.
Let's celebrate Dina. Boing. Like,
Boing.
Oh, I just did the drum beat. Dun, dun. Okay, sorry.
So, Dina, we love you, everybody. I urge you to connect with Dina Lefkowitz. She's amazing.
Yes.
She'll provide valuable information. So anyhow, yes. Okay.
Can I verbalize?
Guys.
Can I verbalize one book that we don't have in person?
Yes.
So that we do have a gal in our group who is a first time contributor to a book, who Lachelle also contributed to, I believe, right?
Yes.
And it's a book called Now What? I don't have the image up, and my apologies, beautiful. Let me try. Maybe is it still up there? Maybe it might be in
Oh,
there.
I apologize.
And-
Amazon has not delivered your book yet.
Yeah, it
Janice.
did not come in time, beautiful. I'm so sorry. And unfortunately, I know I don't have the image up. And I'm super sorry about that. So
But it's good. I mean, there's 2 individuals from this community who are featured in that book, but one of them is so special because this was her first time. She's a first time author.
yes, and partake. What doth her name be?
Ta-da! Do we want to say it together?
Okay, on the count, 3, ready?
Come
1, 2, 3.
Nicole!
Ang galindo! Oh, wait. Applause.
She's in the comments,
No.
y'all. She's in the comments.
So I gotta say this. Right? 4 weeks before she got in the book, she's like, I think I might want to write and actually maybe try to get paid for it. And then 4 weeks later, she's like, I'm in a book. And I'm like, well, maybe she's drank a lot today. I was like, it takes a little longer than a week or 2. And she did it. Guess what? She came in, tremendous courage. That's the whole thing. She didn't come in going, well, I hope I don't do the wrong thing. Or, she came in like, here I am, take it or leave it. And we took it. And Supermom, Lachelle took it, Misty Lee, people got together, and boom, there she was. And not only that, but things happen, right? Plans change, people get sick, and here she is, not just getting in at the last minute, where everybody else had 2 months. She had like a week.
Yeah.
She
no,
ends up,
yeah.
yeah. And then she comes in and does
Popped
like
it out
different,
like
all
that.
kind of graphics and change it. Like, wow.
Oh yeah,
I'm
she
talking
stepped
about-
up her game, legit.
Dude.
And I think that's something about being flexible, right? And willing to put yourself up and out there, because that was outside her comfort zone.
Big
I
time.
bet.
And she was going through things like her whole life, and then she just like she
She was
tried
learning to walk
eliminate
again.
until Eliminate Empire. And, like,
Yes, yes.
She was learning to walk. I mean,
Walking.
okay, there's something about physical pain, and as well as about physical pain. Can we, if you don't mind, not going into massive detail, but how much, if you're in physical pain, can it distract you from your mental like wellness?
Why are you joking?
It makes you a different person. I mean, when you're dealing with catastrophic injuries and pain that just is constant, to some degree, you become numb to it. It doesn't affect you as much in the long run after years and years of chronic pain. But mentally, it just is a beat down. It's not easy. It's got to, I mean, it's difficult. It really has a significant, oh, goodness.
You're like perfectly talking in between, and Mike's not getting the cue, so we're like trying to like discreetly move this over. Mike's like texting. I don't know what the hell you're doing over there.
It just got super serious. That's a good time to lighten it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, yeah, it's tough.
It is tough, right? And I think that's the whole thing. And there's this one other thing that we don't ever want to close out shows like on a down or anything, but I feel like with life challenges, you got to know the downs to know the ups, to celebrate successes, to celebrate the motivations or inspirations to be better, do better, become better. And so it just kind of reminds me of, a certain thing that you might want to share with us. Raki?
I'm yes. No. I was just like, wait, that was so smooth, Sia.
Wake up.
Seriously. I love how
Wait.
You just
know
throw
what?
this at her next time.
Right. Full disclosure, I just opened this bottle of wine that she hasn't had a sip of yet, but apparently she does not need to be offered any more wine.
Hold on, let me be a little more subtle. Here.
Yeah.
Wake
yeah.
up.
I've been officially TP'd. Okay. Go out, thanks.
You have something to say.
That was so sneaky, sir. But yes, we'll leave it there for remnants. But no, I'm drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. So talking about taking care of other people and using your trauma to make it count in a positive way. We have one individual who was here earlier, but I want to highlight her because I also have another special thing that I haven't done again in the show, but she just deserves it. She's an amazing individual, and I just want to be able to give back to her and the amazing things that she's doing for people, right? Taking care of people, helping them with pain management to a certain degree, to a certain extent. So for the first time in my show, I'll be doing a live unboxing of an actual product. Okay, so which product is that? Let's give a shout out.
Shout out to Tausi. I did throw up the image, and now I'm going to minimize it because we're going to do the unveiling.
Girl, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna make it work. Here we go. I got my Tausi. I've been holding onto it because I wanted to do this for her. So Janice Shokrian. Can y'all hear me? Janice Shokrian. She is the creator of this amazing product. It's just amazing. You've been using it, so
Yes.
you can speak to it as I unbox it. Okay.
So as she's unboxing it, everyone like, Janice, Tausi. Oh.
Don't spill your wine.
Oh my
Do,
God.
do not spill the
not
wine.
spill the wine.
Prioritize. All right. So the thing about Tausi is it is a pillow. It's technically a pillowcase. And the thing and reason behind it is her father, towards his end of life, was, oh, look at that.
A little handwritten note in
It
there.
has a written note.
Yo, it's I can't see it, but it's a handwritten note in there.
And it says, you owe me X amount of dollars. Just kidding.
It's
Your
an invoice.
invoice.
an invoice.
Please pay
Yeah.
ASAP.
The house discount ended 3 months ago. Thank you for buying.
I'm sorry,
Playboy.
Tina, I don't mean
I'm
to,
kidding.
Just send
No,
it to Dina. She'll take.
So as she's reading the note real quick here, so she can start crying. Long story short is her father was in incredible discomfort because old, okay, folks, that as you enter the later stages of your life, you're usually in bed, and you can't necessarily communicate if you're feeling good, not good, whatnot. And we found that when she would go to homes, you'd see all these elderly folks, and they're like cockeyed because people were not paying attention to their positioning and how they looked. And so that inspired the Tausi pillowcase, where you can fill it up with your own pillow of your choice, but it has additional like a hook for your neck and or lumbar support. So let's look at it.
Yeah,
Okay, so first of all, I'm about to cry because she actually hand wrote something for me and my girls, and so Janice, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm not gonna read it because I'm gonna cry even more. So let me put this back here. No,
Oh, I know you don't want to bend it. I know.
No, I don't want to bend it.
I know.
So, okay, guys. Well, it comes like this. Tina, thank you so much for being
You're
so good.
welcome.
Thank you, Tina, for
I'm
being
Vanna
so
White
gracious.
today.
Yes, yes. As you guys see, it comes in this beautiful, like, I love this. It's like waterproof. You know, and it says Housey brands.
Put it on the table.
Yeah,
Put it on the table.
Okay. Mike, do you want to put this on the other side? That way it's not on everybody. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So here we go, y'all. So how does it look? Yeah, you can speak into it, I guess.
It looks
and
like if the
describe it.
mailman left.
It's
them.
one of my favorite colors.
That's my color too.
Oh, so nice.
It's a very soft material, and it has like a very zip up container there, like a bag. And that bag is reusable, by the way, so you can actually pack it to go, travels, etc.
Ooh, okay, y'all. So this is the back part, right?
Yep, this is the strap that will strap to your chair or wherever you're at. So you can actually leverage this for the use case of it is like for travel, air travel as well. You can actually hook it up to the back of your seat, and so this is the upside down. It's upside down. And so on the back side is a pillow that you stuff. And this is what I was talking about. What I think is really fascinating is like this right here is where if you're resting, this is where your neck and head goes. So if you're traveling, like you can actually just rest your neck, and that gives you that neck support that so many folks, when they're in bed and they're kind of elevated, they just, your neck bobs, right? This is obviously however you want to adjust it. It's right there. It's a freebie. And then what's cool about this is again, you can actually put a pillow underneath it here. I use this for lumbar support. I actually use this for my back. So again, you can use it with your neck or your back, however works for you. And Mike is like shoving, I don't know what he's doing. It's frightening. It's not Mike.
No, I need that. It belongs to this. No. Oh my God, y'all.
Do not eat. Sorry.
So this little part is just extra, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so you can move this around, whatever's comfortable for you. So if you want to add it to like, your head here, or if you just want to like just do additional adjustments, I love it. And what I love about this right
So
here,
versatile.
but what's really cool, people don't realize. So you can fold this up, and you can actually make. So there's the pillow part. Put it in. But you can actually turn this into like a carry, and it's portable. So I have not mastered that beautiful look yet, but it becomes like a little carrying pack thingy. So you can just carry it so it's portable to travel.
Wow, Janice, you really thought about everything, and that's just a wonderful. Speaks to the wonderful, just versatility of this product. So, Janice, thank you so much. I can't wait to get home and actually use it, because it's like with my back problems after my accident, girl, I need it. So, and I know so many individuals will definitely benefit from actually having this for themselves or for their elderly, right? Because we're talking about sharing is caring. Okay.
Legit.
Speaking of sharing, can I use that for the rest of the episode?
Absolutely, madam. Here we
She
go.
just shared a headbutt with me. Did y'all see that? She's like, bang, get out the way.
Well, because you're doing some
You
weird
want
odd things with a
extra?
pillow,
You
Mike.
want
I mean,
extra
come
stuff?
on.
It feels so good.
Try to
doesn't
bite it.
It feels good, yeah.
So-
There.
Thank you.
Raquel,
Yes,
do you
sir.
remember the story or how we met her?
Janice, she was a winner of one of the movie trivias, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I forgot her answer though, but she was a trivia winner for one of our, hounds.
Napoleon Dynamite quote.
Is that what
Yeah,
it was?
it was one of those. It was actually two. I think she like 360 out there after, because we already like the hounds picked her on one or two. I think she just kept going.
So
So-
from a fun and games thing that we posted, or the hounds posted, to an actual being give it an investor, right?
Yes.
So it's just like you think about it and all the possibilities that are possible in this community and in this just amazing thing that we have going on. She literally, we didn't know her, and she commented. I don't know how she found us though on LinkedIn. She commented, her comment won, and so we featured her. She came on the show. She's been on so many different shows, and to the point where she's gotten funded. Right?
Yeah, she's got,
Yeah.
Yep. So,
So-
very good.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
wait.
congratulations.
There's got to be a real scientific reason that I just like liked her. I liked her a lot.
Yeah,
I just
no.
liked her. I said, wow, this woman is great. And then as I got to prove myself right, as I seen her day by day, week by week, I put her in the right environment with the right people, turned around a couple of weeks later, and I'm like, oh, wow, there's some big stuff happening. Well, that's what happens when you put a bunch of eagles together. They fly higher, right? I mean,
No,
yeah.
exactly. And I think that's the thing that with Janice specifically that really impressed me is she gets it.
Yes.
Like she really gets it as an entrepreneur, and she comes
like
from
a
the
cult.
nonprofit side of the house too. So she has like a lot of like I would say a diverse background to think of a grander, greater purpose of business and business. Because it has to happen, right? And so like she's looking out for other hounds now, and she's reaching out. So shout out her and Tracy Lamb bonded. And they're collaborating like crazy, and it's just so neat for me because every now and then they pull me into conversations, and I'm just sitting there looking at them go back and forth, and I'm just like, it's beautiful
It's a
to
beautiful
see,
thing.
you know. And I think there's a term for it when you kind of get turned on by intellectual conversations.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I do. I am like,
Yes.
I'm a nerd. I like that type of stuff. And so watching these ladies just go back and forth and just throw out ideas with each other and like give each other constructive feedback. And I'm just sitting back going,
This is beautiful, but that's what this community brings, out of individuals is that creative side. Is that and more than anything, like if you're scared to even talk, for example, Johanna. Oh my gosh! Shout out to you, love our Bob Ross, our female version of Bob Ross. Seriously,
Bob Ross.
she's so amazing with her painting, and I know you guys were on Tuesday. Y'all did something together, but it's that fear of not being able to like public speak or speak professionally, but now to the point where she's like, I'm out there. Oh, I'm going to talk to you, and that confidence that is built. So shout out to Johanna and Tracy Lamb as well. And y'all building y'all's empires. And it's just super amazing. Oh, yes. Well, Samantha. Oh my gosh. She's another one of our supporters she's amazing. Gosh, Susanna, thank you for bringing that up. She is just everywhere for us.
I mean, Samantha,
across the world.
Can we just talk about one thing real quick? And I'm not going to go into too much detail whatever happened with Samantha, but she had to change her profile like 5 times, like in like 3 weeks. Poor girl went through a lot of cybersecurity challenges and issues.
Yeah.
So if I may do one shout out on that is everyone, please double check your passwords. Do not make them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They say that if you have a 7-digit password, it can be broken by an AI every 6 minutes.
Oh my God.
So,
facts.
So that is
Oh,
facts.
man.
So because they're powerful, they can power through all that stuff. So you guys just be very aware and don't use password as your password. Okay. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 or whatever.
I use WordPass. Don't tell nobody.
And truthfully, the other thing, watch out with social engineering. We put so much data up there. If you are using your name, your spouse's name, your children's name, your dog's names, pets' names, goldfish, whatever, parakeet, that can be social engineered as well. So that is my cybersecurity tip of the day. Don't do that.
Use
Thank
somebody
you.
else's kid's name.
They have these password apps that you can use that most people actually do
Yeah, I
now.
use 1 password for everything.
Yep.
What's your opinion on LastPass?
That's exactly. So
that's the one.
that is what is really popular. You may never know what your password is ever again because it's always a one time and it just evolves and
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been using that for a couple of years now.
yeah, absolutely 100%
Wow.
suggest that.
See, that's all news to me. So you see all the brilliance that comes out of this. But anyway, Brilliant Being Media, you're one of our sponsors. We forgot to name our sponsors for the show.
Oh, shoot.
We'll do them at the end, but
Okay,
it's
we'll do it at the
okay.
end.
So we just did one of them, and that's Tuzzy Brands.
Yes.
Tuzzy Brands.
Yes, we did.
So this is a proud sponsor of the shows. Brilliant Being Media is another one, and also Mr. Mike Ashabraner and his House of Business Happy Hour is another one. I'm sorry, Tina, I just went right across you. we love one another, anyways.
Okay.
So
I
And
know,
the
right?
soon to be.
So if everyone just wants to look what Mike looks like in camera picture there, and then look what you look like on video in person.
Does he look the same? Y'all chime
Oh,
in
my goodness.
because he's been saying I don't look the same in person. I
Totally
wonder
the
why.
same,
Oh
except
my
he
gosh.
looks younger.
Can we discuss why he was like staring at you last night going, I just want to throw some acorns at you.
Acorns, okay.
No. I said I want to do like this to the cheeks and pop an acorn. I didn't realize, first of all, I thought she was like 8 foot tall. I don't pay.
I
much
don't know
attention.
where you got the idea
I
that I
don't
was
know.
tall.
Then she come in. I'm like, oh wow, you little bitty. You see that?
I'm
Yeah.
short. I'm 5'2". I told you that.
I said,
We're the same height. And Mike's like, you're taller than I thought you'd be. I'm like, dude, he goes, well, I thought you were a pygmy. I'm like, well, 5'2" is kind of close to pygmy. And then I go, Mike, we have pictures together where we're standing literally the same height. And he goes, well, I don't know. Maybe I thought you were sitting down. And I'm like, really?
What in the
it
world?
could
Or
have
she-
something
you
to
were
do with
sitting
what
there, I'm
you
like-
acting like Clint Eastwood have. So I mean, I don't know. You're pretty dominant, strong. So like,
Oh my
God.
but she
Yeah,
does. Dude, she
anyways.
looks tall in all her pictures. All right, somebody back me up.
She
Rather
is
very,
tall and
rather
no,
very
she's
healthy.
tall in might
Oh,
and confidence.
girl,
That's what it
I
is.
like
beauty
you. That's why I
and
like
power.
you.
She acts 8
and
foot tall.
energy.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'll be doing Olympic periods on you over there in that cold water later today. But hey, y'all.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, we're almost hitting an hour and a half mark. I cannot
Wow.
believe this.
Oh, no, we need
Before-
to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to
Hey,
wrap it up.
Janice, can you put the link for this pillow in the comments? I think I need this. for my
Yes,
wall.
yes,
So
absolutely.
I just need to figure out what. I'll get it. Yeah.
And no
Yeah.
pressure, Janice. If there's a promo code, if you want to supply the hounds, or if there's one specific to Raki you'd like to do, just let me know.
And we'll put it up for you that way, to support one another. And because that really is so comfortable. Mike, behave.
What?
So anyhow, guys, well,
Dinner time.
I don't know. Is there anything else that we haven't covered? I mean, we talked about the power of networking, the power of a community. As you've seen over the span of this whole week, you guys have been working so diligently on so many different things that are coming up. And I don't know if y'all want to share about that before we close. Are we supposed to share it or not? What can we share or not? So preview.
Without
Jimmy?
disclosing much, I'm gonna speak.
Yes.
I'm gonna speak up because
Okay.
I would like to make
I
this.
trust you, the adult.
I'd like to make this succinct as possible.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
really, it's a summation of the relationship, why we decided to go live the way we did here, and it's largely because we are really serious. People are serious about connecting on LinkedIn, and when you can find that tribe, the people that you connect with, because people do business with people you know, like, and trust, as we all know this. And if you can combine your superpowers of what your respective skill sets or businesses can do, you can make magic happen. And so this week was not, despite popular opinion, it wasn't all TPs and TPs and Dr. Pepper, apparently, and hats flying all over the place. It really was a lot of hard work. I mean, a lot of us are working on like 4 hours of sleep right now. And it's because what we're looking to do is create a branding for Jody. We're not going to go into too much detail, but stay tuned because Jody is going to become the most biggest person that you'll ever think of when it comes to financial wellness, mental wellness, and physical wellness. And that all equates to peace of mind. So stay tuned, you guys. We're super hell excited.
Send all the positive vibes, guys. Applause over there. It's covering. Yes, but speak to the crowd.
Thank you all for joining me. Meant the world to me. I guess maybe not literally, but seriously, you guys have been through a lot with me over the last few months, and thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting each other. Thank you for providing a community where we can be real, where we can open our hearts and our homes to people that we know, like, and trust.
Yay.
A whole lot more after this week, I think, at least on my end. Oh, by the way, I had to thank my sweet wife, Steph, for making it all possible.
She's over there
Stephanie
hiding.
Ashabraner.
Stephanie.
Mama.
And Mima watching the kids.
And then my little brats that are watching because they have behaved.
They've
Of
been
course, they
doing
would
well.
behave when I'm not there, right? So
That's how
yeah.
it usually happens, doesn't it?
Hey, the stars align.
But because you have a like a trusting and empowering people behind you who really want to see you succeed. And that's exactly, man, that's the wonderful point we can leave on, right? Thank you, Stephanie, so much for your support. You've been amazing. We love you. And for everything that you do to support Mr. Mike and his endeavors and his business and everything great that he's doing for the world and for this community. In Mima, back home. Thank you so much for watching the little ones.
Stephanie's amazing. Total queen.
Yes.
Nothing but
Yes.
respect.
Yes.
Big
Yes.
things,
Wait.
big things coming for you, girl.
Oh, girl. nothing but respect for you because
Oh Lord.
Oh, here it comes.
oh,
Sia rant? Is this a Sia rant?
You got some love coming your way, Stephanie.
Sia rant.
let me tell you, people,
Come on in.
Hey.
Come on in.
come on and sit down, squeeze on
No,
in,
no, no.
you,
Clean
squeeze on in,
that- clean
beautiful,
that stain off the end of.
Oh, okay.
squeeze in,
Come
squeeze in,
on.
squeeze in.
Stephanie.
Stephanie, wait,
with
got
the
applause.
surprise
Stephanie.
appearance.
Squeeze in some more.
Oh,
There she
man.
is.
We miss you, and I know you're flying home and spending time with your family, but Julie Ross, my case manager, I
Yes.
wouldn't be
Wonderful.
here without her support, and she was in Dallas this week as well, helping with all these great things that are coming, and excited. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Stephanie.
Yay.
You can't
Stephanie.
Love
Hint,
you.
hint,
Stephanie might be. Yeah, she's
Part of the team.
She is, this is part of
She is.
part of the team, and so everyone in this room is part of the team in some capacity.
Yeah. Yeah. Stephanie was hired as of this week. Welcome.
Yay.
Welcome.
Wait,
to Jody's
Wait,
World.
applause,
Mike.
applause.
Yeah, you're supposed to clean up that stain over there.
Oh man. I
Hey.
heard
You've been
him.
crowned.
You
You've
have
been
worked
crowned.
hard. You have worked hard, and
Yes.
you have worked hard. So
Yes.
without you being gracious, none of this would happen.
Wonderful.
I'm serious. I mean, it's amazing how we could all know each other for 6 months, whatever, and then like in person, it just took off. Like I met you for 2 seconds, popped your back, and then you were under our stinky armpits there, Michael Gill. Like,
Story.
and it just kept doing that.
I know, right?
So I will say this: he kept saying, "I'm going to hold you like a baby. I'm going to hold you like a baby." Let's be honest. They were in the middle of a workout with Michael Gale, and he walked up, and I'm looking at him like he's in jeans doing yoga, Pilates, first off,
What?
and he's wearing this like,
Yes.
and he's wearing this like
That's his
loose
trademark.
cotton T-shirt or whatever.
Red-
And I'm
red
like,
Pilates.
And I'm like, you're gonna give me a hug with your sweaty ass body? Like, no, not gonna happen. So he walks up, and I think you panicked. I really think you panicked because you're like, I want to pick her up like a baby. And I just saw in your eyes, and he ended up just giving me a bear hug, which I will say, if you can crack my back, I will
Plus
approve.
points.
So that was instead of holding me like a baby, you did crack
Lucky.
my back.
Plus
So thank you.
points.
Lucky.
Plus
No,
point.
no
And you
one was
ran-
injured and harmed in the making of that.
Yes.
But then when you ran in little bitty, I was like, that's the one I should have been picking up and rocking.
Oh,
I
my
know
God.
you did. I know you did. Yes.
Yes, it's
Good
so
time.
funny that. But anyhow, Tina, you've just been thrown into this, and you're
I
like,
know,
I don't
was
even
like,
know what.
where am I going?
I don't even know what
Tina
to do
fit
with
in
all
good.
of this.
You know what? When
So-
Sia calls, I come running.
There you go.
Oh.
Speaks to trust when you trust, when you like, and what's it trademark?
No, like, and trust.
There you
No,
go.
like
when
and
you
trust.
know, like and trust speaks to that, right?
Yep.
And after this week, tolerate. Tolerate.
No one-
Tolerate. Oh my God.
No one trust is enough, I think. Right?
Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. Well, I know we are like way past time. I want to be able to thank everyone for sticking around. The hounds, I know you guys are in the comments. I saw Lucia there earlier. Thank you so much for coming up. And just individuals. I think I saw new names, Jamie Pezic, I believe it was her name. And just other individuals who have come up. I love you guys. Thank you so much for just the unwavering support. I don't even day in, day out time. This whole day, you guys have been so active. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Any parting words that y'all want to say to the audience and just about community? And we'll go around and then we'll close it out. Stephanie,
Thank you
get
for all
closer.
the support.
Thank you for all
Yeah.
the support. Okay,
Short and sweet.
short
oh.
and sweet, sir.
It's in audio now, not just any audio, in Lucia's
Lucia's
voice. So if you don't want to read, you can just play. I'm going to play it in surround sound in my shed when I get back. So yes, ma'am. So appreciate that. And look, message us. Lucia's here. Anybody's here. Everybody's here. All are welcome. Be a good person. Don't worry about perfection and just message somebody. All right. We'll find a place for you. Just do something. Say hi. That's all I want. Say hi, support comments, make a kindergarten effort, and good things will happen. That's all I got. Oh, which one you want?
No, give her that. Yeah.
This one.
There you go, madam. Parting words.
Welcome to my home.
Now it's party starting.
Now, also, this is genuine as many people that we already see in the comments, these relationships. It's not artificial. We're not paid to do this. We genuinely want to help support each other. this is the community that makes my heart happy. So welcome to Jody's world. Welcome to my home.
Jody,
Let's
no.
Connect if we're not already connected.
I'm gonna cry. Y'all stop talking.
Oh, all right, Madame.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for welcoming me in your home. Sia, I do come running. Raquel, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Oh my goodness. I've had a great time today. Thank you
You're
so
gonna
much.
have an even better time in a little
Oh
bit.
my goodness. Can't wait. Anyways, just say parting words. Be intentional when you're developing relationships. The strong ones keep coming back. And I love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Gosh, this is so good. Okay, you go.
I go, and I honestly have nothing to say of value other than thank you so much, everyone, for your time and continued support. I understand our time is limited. We have our lives, we have our loves. And when you see a community support each other, genuinely support each other, that is magic in a bottle. It's lightning in a bottle. So if you want to cultivate that, take the time, reciprocate. You will find the right people for you. It's like malls to a flame. You guys will find your peoples, and it may not be us. We might not. I know redneck, she shed, he shed over there may not be everyone's cup of tea, nor is my, potty murd every, fourth word, might not be everyone's bandwagon, but find it because it's always there. There's a lock for every key. So thank you guys for your time.
Gosh, there's a lock for every key, y'all. Really think about that. And I'm gonna cry. Golly. Because it just speaks. Y'all don't know, like, part of my journey and where I've been for the last 2 years. Being a single mom has been one of the most difficult things that I've had to do in my life. And being surrounded by amazing people like you guys give me hope that there is hope for people out there who will rise above any challenges, and gives me the inspiration and motivation to keep going. So, Mike, thank you so much for being there during my darkest times and my darkest days, and for giving me that gleam of light, which is her, to continue the daily fight. Comes to you that I want to thank you for you're just amazing to me, and I will be eternally grateful. You are just like a freaking sister I've never had. I love you. I admire your talent, and y'all, Sia kicks butt. Not only is she an amazing individual as a human, but she is also extremely, like, the professional person she is. Her expertise and her talent is just out of this orbit. So, having said that, the point that I'm trying to drive in I'm trying not to cry, is that I always leave my shows with saying that you are one connection away from changing your life. And for me, that happened about 9 months ago when I ran into this gentleman, and he introduced me to a new world. So if you want to be part of something bigger than you and what you're trying to accomplish in this life, feel free to connect with us. You will find meaning and purpose. And with that said, I love you guys. Thank you so much, Jody, for opening your home to us and for trusting us and for loving us the way you do. Thank you so much to all of you. Please go out there and make the world a better place. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Drive safely.
Thanks for joining us, and I hope our chat inspired you to make a new connection. Please like and subscribe, and let's build a great community in our little corner where we get serious business done by injecting fun. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, come back to Raquel's Connection Corner.